Sorry about that, excuse me. Hang on. Give me a second. I just need to get to the desktop. There we go. Need to restart GTA because I didn't have it set to the right. Headphones. Sorry about the squeaky chair. Just giving GTA a quick restart. Right. Let's see if we can't win some more races. Bear with me for a second. Just want to get this set up so I can monitor how things are going. Sorry about that. Gotta do something real quick. Hmm. Come on. And before this doesn't even load. Okay, I'll be right back, and if it's still not loaded by the time I come back, I'll have to restart it. Okay. Let's do a few open wheel races and then I just want to go drive around for a while. I'm not even the host. Great. Just waiting for people to join. Almost ready? No, not really. 5 laps non-contact. 5 laps at this track is not very far. Pleasant that it's non-contact. If I go mediums, I can do the whole, well, I can do the whole race in softs. I think. Let's get a top 5 out of this. We can do that. Just gotta not make any mistakes. Excuse me. Launching the job in 3, 2, 1. There we go. Yeah, so I'm starting about the middle of the field. It's dark and foggy. That's not good for this track. But we'll see what I'm doing. Oh, come on, I totally timed that right. Man, this track's hard enough in the day. Alone at night when I can't see. I can see well. Good enough. It's 7-second lead already. That was really slow. Why did I not just turn in? So we're on lap 3 now. I don't dare to look and see how far behind everyone is. but they're a long way behind. Can we open lap cars now? Thankfully they're ghosted. This has been a lot easier than I expected it, to be honest. That was faster there. Oh, 25-second lead, okay. That's the danger of doing it at night. You don't know when the walls can come out and bite you. I wasn't paying attention. Fortunately, it doesn't matter. There's the finish line. Hey! That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. You should be about to finish, right? Yeah, most of these people don't really know how to drive these cars. Or that you have to stop in the pits. Man, that's just embarrassing. He can't be serious. He's gotta just be trolling. He's gotta just be goofing off. No one can be that bad. 3:53. He got it done in under 4 minutes. What was my fastest lap? A 45.1. Not a particularly great lap, but you know. Worse when the second place guy's best lap was a 48.1. 3 seconds faster. Okay. I'll just let them determine where we're going. Okay. So we're doing non-contact, 5 laps at this track, which is another one I'm good at. Let's turn the radio off. Five laps here, soft spinning work as well. We have the SpaceX launch coming up in about an hour and 10 minutes. Going to be resupplying the space station out of Cape Canaveral. I missed the braking zone there. Yeah, carried way too much speed today. Fortunately, it's non-contact and no slipstream, so we can just do this the entire lap. Got a guy right there. He can boost. I'm saving my boost. I plan to stay close to him through here. Or past him, if that happens to be how it works out. And that's why you use boost in this track. And a new PB, a 55.3. Got him with the gas a little too early there. Let's turn the radio off. I think my tires will be good after 5 laps of this track, but I'm not entirely sure. They'll start going off at about 5 laps. Oh, I don't have to wait for that. I lost some time there. So I got 10 seconds. Let's go ahead and use this boost on the pit street. Here we are on the final lap. Tires have fallen off a little bit. Maybe we'll send some pushing for fastest lap. There's some good hairpins. Maybe we can get fastest lap anyway. Now we wait for them to finish. Once again, we've discovered that people cannot drive. Okay, let's see. Time was 4:40 something. So let's see what we got. We're half a second slower and they got the fastest lap. Okay. Hey there, Viaventar. Looks like you've rated with a party of 11. I'm not sure why the alert didn't play, but it seems like the chat's not working. There we go. Just doing some open wheel racing. We've done 2 races and we've won both of them, so. The drivers in my lobby aren't exactly the best right now. So, standard this time, not non-contact. 25 laps. Oh boy. I didn't know you could do that high. I thought you could only go 15. Hard. Well, might as well. It's hard to decide whether hard, you know, because like, on one hand, you know you're gonna get crashed at least once, so. Oh, it's wet too. It looks like it might dry up, but it's still wet. Oh, I'm starting behind, so. Come on, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna back off because I do not want to go around the outside in this corner. You know what, I'll be content with running around last until we get spread out a little more. Somehow we've managed to keep our wing, our rear wing. And now we gotta get a gap on these guys. It's a long race too, 25 laps. No reason to take any chances. Oops. Had to hit my mouse up to, go back onto the mouse pad. Mouse pad's really small. What's our gap? 4 seconds? Could be better. That was a little scary going in there. I'm driving like I have the softs on, but I, obviously don't. I have hards on, which is less grip. Hairpin. Get around the corner. Try not to light the rears too much. I don't know how realistic the tire model is in this game mode, but don't want to take any chances. No. Tire wear. How is vehicle health that low? Oh yeah, I got hit a couple times in the opening lap. Never mind. Yeah, we put a couple seconds on the guy behind. He's pulled half a second down that straight. It helps if you don't hit the wall, but... There we go. Very late turn in there. We got the stick. He's pulled a second and back. Oh great, we gotta lap somebody. Don't you love lap cars? Why did he just stop randomly in the straight? I was looking at the other screen. I didn't think the boost was that powerful. Or was it the slipstream? Yeah, we still got body work. We've got to get around this lap car. That's not gonna be fun. The wall glitch got me there again. The hitbox in that wall is just ridiculous. And there goes the shot I had at winning this one. Of course, now I get around him. And we're about 20 seconds down after the stop. And Latko will be ahead of us again. Or he should have been. I don't know why he wasn't. 16 seconds. It's still a long race. Got about 20 laps left, so we can catch him. Come to the hairpin here. I'm gonna break right back there. I don't want to slide the tires. And we didn't catch him at all. If anything, we're further down on him. I need to put some really good laps in here for a lot of laps in a row. Jumped a little bit too early there, had to correct. Can you slow down enough? Those curbs are dangerous. Went into the pits. With luck, he has the softs on. I suppose we'll know, won't we? When he starts pulling away from us. Yeah, we're getting closer, actually. Which means he might have the hards on. Which would be unfortunate. Not the end of the world, but unfortunate. I didn't even look how many laps we have left. It's a lot, isn't it? This guy's quick, but not really through there. Did he get on boost through there? Oh. That cost me about a second. Sliding out of that corner didn't help either. 9 out of 25. So I've got 11 laps to go. Or something like that. Yeah, 11 I think. I've got more important things to do right now than math. Spin the tires, I heard that. Whoa, what are you doing, buddy? You hit the brake there. Yeah, it's one thing to catch him. How the heck am I going to catch him? Or how the heck am I going to pass him? Because I don't know if he's going to, you know, be a good sport about it. Whoa. Okay. Lap 10. Tires could be in worse shape. Yeah, of course. So we somehow still have our body parts. This is why this game mode needs a penalty system. He doesn't have a front wing. And I don't have a rear wing. Because this guy is a jerk and can't let me pass him. Get away from me, lap car. I don't trust any of you. Why would anybody trust anyone in this game mode? And now I gotta catch him again. Like, how can you pass this guy? If he just crashes into you, maybe you try to pass him. And then if you try to crash into him, you lose your front wing. It's not even remotely fair. There needs to be a penalty system for avoidable contact. It's the only way to make this game mode even remotely fun. I see how it is, buddy. So about getting a gap so you can hit that reason. He still doesn't have it. He's just earned a griefing report. That's 3 strikes, they're out. We'll see if I can't beat him, but he's getting reported griefing at the end of this. I think it says quite a bit about him as a driver if he has to crash and let keep him behind. Might as well use up all that boost. Might gonna need it for the rest of the circuit. So 14 out of 25, there's 9 laps left, I think. Or, no, 11. I think Fresh Hards can go 10 laps. I would imagine that it would be able to. I might wait a little bit before pitting. I'd really prefer to pit off cycle to him. Not off cycle, but you know, get an undercut or overcut. You know. Or don't you even think about it, buddy. There we go. I think we got the lead now. For now, anyway. There's a lap car right in front of us, so... yeah. It's the same guy, too. Well, that's one way to get rid of him. We've got a really long track. Open track in front of us. Trying to put a really quick lap in so we can hit and come back in front of them. That wasn't very quick through there, but... Okay, pitting this time. With about 10 laps left, 9 laps left, whatever. We won't need the booster on the rest of the track, so let's get rid of that. And now let's use the fresh river to gap him. He's caught up to us. That was fairly quick through there, I think. Not great, but not bad either. He's catching up to us. He must have a lot taller than we do. All we can do is drive as fast as we can. I don't think I'll need to stop again. He might, if he has stopper tires. Not catching us as fast as he was, but he's still catching us. A little bit of boost isn't going to do much, but hey, might as well. Oof, that was close. Mistake. Yeah. he's here. And he'll, make no mistake about it, he will wreck me. He's proven that like 3 times already. So. That was worth a shot. Hopefully the lap cars knock his wing off. That'd be nice. Of course, I gotta get around this guy. That was lap 20, right? Oh, I'm lap 20. Dude. You're like 3 laps down. Why would you be racing me? He's a jerk as well. Is he cute with them or something? Because they're really helping him out a lot and really hurting me. He's got fresh tires, so there's no way I can catch him now. To be honest, I might as well put it in this lap. I really hope for his sake that he doesn't have an upgraded car. Because I'm just barely slower than he is with the stock car, with the stock PR4. I hope for his sake that's explained by tires and not, you know, having a faster car. we need to pit it in this lap. I thought the tires could go 10 laps, but I guess not. Oh, did he mess up? Good enough. That's a wing. Whose wing is it? Please don't be the lap cars, please be. Oh, lap. What? One, both my tires are good. Two, I just pitted the lap before. How does that happen? Was it the debris? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. They're not even punctured. That's all the tires. Okay, someone's hacking. Someone hacked the tires. There's no other explanation for that. There's no reason all four of them should have punctured. Without the puncture animation, simultaneously. Mr. Shipwa has earned himself, at the very least, a griefing report for his earlier conduct when I was trying to pass him. I don't think I can report him for hacking, or modding as it's called in this game, since I have no evidence, and that technically could have been just a random glitch. I rescind that statement. Someone in this lobby is cheating. Oh yeah, 100%. Megalodon left, so... if it doesn't happen again, we know whose fault it was. I can't report him. I'm literally only going to the next one he's in. Of course he's gonna free mode. Of course he is. So I can't report him. Smart on his part. It's not one thing, it's another. Of course. Why wouldn't there be some kind of crash or bug? I'm going to change the, where is it? There it is. Just in GTA now, since we're not going to be doing any more open wheel racing. There we go. Then in a few minutes I'll need to switch over for the SpaceX launch. If only GTA didn't take 20 years to load. There we go. Come on, game. It'll take 30 years for just that. I'm gonna get a car.
You calling for some wheels? I'm
A car that
Johnny
I
on the
think
spot.
might be the
I'll
most
hook you up.
underrated. How far do I have to be from the...
I'll get back to it then.
Who is it? I have no time for this, no patience for this. It was Breeze, right? If you caught me earlier, I would have been more tolerant of that, but
You need something, huh? One of your rides?
after what happened in the
Let me
race
know.
earlier, he can go screw himself.
Aight, I'll get back to work.
this game sometimes, man. This game. Not the game, the people that play this game, man. Just... Is it gonna load, or is it just gonna sit there? Give me a second. Any minute now. Let me try that again. Nope, no difference. Okay. And now it'll take another 30 years to load into the game again. thank you for actually being kind enough to load. And now, before we do anything else, suspend process. Resume process. That did nothing. Suspend process. Resume process. Thank you. What's ringing? Because I don't care.
Hey, partner.
Is it gonna keep ringing? Because that's gonna get very old very fast. Is this game just broken? There's nobody else in this lobby who could... And that ringing still happened. What is wrong with GTA right now? It's still ringing. I'm not even in the game anymore. Okay, something's actually seriously broken with the game right now. Let's see if suspending and removing the process, suspending and restoring the process will help. No, it won't. Okay, it's the game. Yeah, I know I'm in the session. Okay, this game is just bugged right now. It's just bugged. There's clearly someone that's been, that I can't see in the session is hacking. Either that or just the game is just broken. Yeah, that's not gonna happen, I guess. Okay. Okay. I thought this game has any better state. This massive stuff going on right now. I just need to roll back to previous build of this. I don't even know if I can do that.
Go, go, go! Blowing smoke. Throwing a grenade. Deploying flashbang.
Smoky check, smoky.
There's one there.
Grenade. Hold this position. Flashbang. Deploying flashbang. No. No.
Yep. Are we gonna get to catch any cheaters in this game too? That'd be fun.
Go back. Go back.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's see. Z-Man.
Throwing a flashbang.
Alright, I got the bomb. Where you guys want to go?
Throwing a flashbang. Grenade.
Ooh, 6% headshot. Let's watch this guy. This guy... Well, he's not wall hacking, otherwise he'd see that there was no one there. Oh, actually, no, wait.
Yeah, this might not be a good idea, kid.
Never mind. I'm an idiot. I'm not dead. I'm spectating. I can't see the other guys. I can see them on the map, though.
Flashbang.
So I'm not really sure why I can't see them through the... whatever.
I'm gonna flash.
Wow, that guy sucks. Okay, let's actually get to play this game.
Let's go. Let's go. I'm throwing a flashbang.
Don't know why.
Throwing fire. Smoke.
in a very unforgiving mood right now, so...
Throwing a flashback. Flashback. I'm throwing a flashback.
I'm not sure what the strat here is. Is it not die? I think it's not dying.
Yes. Counter-terrorists win.
Okay.
So that we make it free. Grenade. Molotov. Throwing a flashback.
This guy gonna peek again? I don't... He'd be wise not to do it again. Why is the bomb still here?
I'm throwing a grenade. Smoke. I'm throwing smoke.
Ow.
I am planting the bomb. Flashback.
$89 in one hit. Great. Just great.
Come on, let's go. Yes. Grenade.
Well then.
Planting.
Yeah, they were 3B. I killed them all. Oh, I killed 2 of them. And I killed them all because I had many life points. Okay.
Is the microphone working?
There we go. Okay. I'm gonna switch this over to SpaceX now.
Lab. These projects are looking at drug development, technology for medical diagnostics, and new drug delivery methods to improve patient care on Earth. There's a lot going on with this mission, and this is just a quick snapshot of some of the investigations launching on SpaceX CRS-20. To get an idea about all ISS National Lab sponsored payloads on this mission, I encourage you to visit our webpage at issnationallab.org.
This is just a small sample of the dozens of research experiments that Dragon will take up to the space station. You can follow @space_station on Twitter for more information on the exciting microgravity research happening on the orbiting lab. We are currently under contract with NASA to resupply the space station through 2024 as a part of our second commercial resupply services contract award. These missions will use the next version of Dragon, which can fly both cargo and people. In fact, this past week we celebrated the 1-year anniversary of Demo 1, which marked the first time a privately developed crew-capable spacecraft.
Okay, so for this launch, it's taking, I don't know how much cargo up to the space station, probably about 5,000 pounds, something like that. Yeah, that's standard mission. The landing will be back at the landing zone.
Crew Dragon flight to and from the International Space Station. Axiom will provide NASA-certified crew training and operational management for the mission, which is set to launch as soon as the second half of 2020. This will be history's first fully private human spaceflight to the space station and the first in a series of missions that will provide unprecedented access to the orbiting laboratory. All of these missions, whether for NASA astronauts, international astronauts, or for the regular citizen, are all key steps towards making human race multiplanetary.
We're currently just under the T-minute 5-minute mark and counting down to an 11:50 p.m. Eastern launch to the International Space Station. In these last few minutes, Falcon 9 is performing final health checks on its primary communications, avionics, and propulsion systems in preparation for flight. As mentioned earlier, we're currently loading liquid oxygen into the propellant tanks. Fuel loading for both Stage 1 and Stage 2 is now complete. At the T-7-minute mark, we began engine chilling. That's when we inject a small amount of super chilled liquid oxygen to prepare the 9 M1D engine turbopumps for full prop flow during flight. You might hear the call out that engines are sufficiently chilled in later in the countdown. Checkouts of the second stage thrust vector control actuators, or TVCAs as you might hear them called, are now underway. You'll often hear people refer to this as an engine wiggle test. This is when we move the thrust nozzle slightly to make sure that the guidance hardware is go for flight. First stage engines also wiggle, but they do that just seconds before ignition. At T-1 minute, Falcon 9 flight computers will enter startup mode and guide the rocket through the rest of the countdown. The SpaceX launch director gives the go for launch call at T-45 seconds. Finally, a few seconds before liftoff, the engines are ignited. At T0, the rocket is released from the hold down clamps for liftoff, after which the strongback, which is the white truss section that you see there behind the rocket, that will fully retract away, clearing the way for F9's ascent. Dragon is performing its own final health checkouts to make sure all of its primary systems are ready for its rendezvous with the space station. Range remains green for launch. Winds are still, we're keeping an eye on those, currently showing at 18 miles per hour from the north-northwest, but still within our limits. So with that, everything is green for takeoff. Just under the 3-minute mark before launch, let's listen into the nets for the last few minutes of terminal count.
Alright, so yeah, we'll be launching to a 51, or 51.6. Yes, 51.6 degree inclined orbit to the International Space Station. It's obviously the 20th launch in the Commercial Supply Services program. It's also the last flight for the Dragon version 1 spacecraft, which you can see right here. They'll be moving to a Dragon 2 derived capsule for the next round of the Commercial Resupply Services contracts.
And stage 2 lock load is closed out.
Not a whole lot else to talk about. You notice the strong back is retracted about 1.5 degrees from the vertical. That's to help make sure everything's in place for when it swings back the whole way until swings back all the way at liftoff. You'll notice the venting there. One minute.
Vehicles in startup. Dragon
Yes,
is in startup.
The rocket is now in control. The computers on the rocket will now have full say over whether it goes or not.
LD, go for launch.
The rocket itself is looking at everything. It's making sure it's everything's all good, all systems good. If it detects anything out of the ordinary, it'll automatically
T-minus 30 seconds.
stop the countdown. Of course, humans also have the ability to step in at any point.
T-minus 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff. Carpe diem, Dragon 1.
Oh, there we had a launch.
Vehicle is pushing downrange.
See some ice falling off there.
Power and telemetry nominal.
At T plus 45 seconds, Falcon 9 has cleared the towers, and the final Dragon 1 flight is underway.
Looks good so far. Approaching max Q, which is the
Everything looking nominal
Falcon
for
9
stage
is
1.
supersonic.
which is the
We heard the
maximum
call out
amount
that
that is
vehicle's
pushing
supersonic.
against the atmosphere on the way up. The maximum force is going through the airframe as it goes up.
Vehicle is experiencing maximum dynamic pressure.
There we heard the call out for max Q. Coming up next, there are 5 events that will be happening in rapid succession. Main engine cutoff, or as you'll see in the event tracker on the bottom of your screen, MECO. Then stage separation, second engine start, or SES-1, followed by a boost back burn of the first stage and Dragon nose cone deploy. Main engine cutoff for MECO is where all 9 M1D engines on first stage will shut down. This is immediately followed by stage separation, where the first and second stages will separate. A few seconds later, MVAC, or the M Merlin vacuum engine on the second stage, will ignite and begin to boost Dragon to low Earth orbit.
Inmac shield started.
So again, MECO, stage sep, SES-1, all happening in quick succession. Let's tune in.
Plume interaction. Hopefully they show it.
Stage separation confirmed.
You can see the first stage headed going into its boost.
And there on the right-hand side of your screen, and by the cheers in the crowd behind me, we have visual confirmation of second engine start as that warm glow begins to build around the vac nozzle. On the left-hand side of your screen, we have an amazing visual of the first stage as it is performing its boost back burn. Now, this is the first of 3 maneuvers that the first stage will be performing. As Jesse mentioned earlier, we will be landing back at landing zone 1 on the coast of Florida at Cape Canaveral. So the first stage has to completely reorient itself and head back west. It was flying east, now it's going to flip around, head back west towards the Cape during this boost back burn, which should be ending in 5 seconds.
I'm not sure what that was, but
MVAC is looking
nose
good.
cone deploy. I'm not sure.
Everything nominal with our temperature and power readings there. And we can see on the left-hand side of our screen that the boost back burn has completed. Second stage looking good as Dragon is on its way to the International Space Station.
Vehicle is on a nominal trajectory.
Nominal trajectory, that means it's going where it's supposed to.
Acquisition of signal in Bermuda.
That means
in order to make its way back to landing zone 1, the first stage executes a series of 3 burns.
Picked up
the first of which you just saw is the boost back burn, and as Kate mentioned, this is meant to slow the rocket down and orient it for re-entry. It also helps Falcon 9 laterally return to the landing zone. Then shortly after this first burn is initiated, the grid fins, which are located near the top of the first stage, are deployed to help guide the rocket during descent. We're not showing a live view of the first stage right now because it's pretty dark, so you can't see it. But what you're seeing on your screen is the second stage continuing on its way to its targeted orbit.
Carrying the Dragon.
So then following the boost back burn, Falcon 9 executes its re-entry burn to slow itself down before hitting the dense part of the atmosphere. And then the last of the 3 burns is the landing burn, which begins just before touchdown, and that's to slow the vehicle down rapidly right before landing. So far, second stage is still looking good. It's T plus 5 minutes, and the second stage is taking Dragon to its targeted orbit.
About halfway through the
We've had an on-time liftoff just a few minutes ago, and we're just about a minute away from that second burn on the first stage, that entry burn. Again, if we do land our first stage tonight, it will be our 50th landing.
Please don't say that. Remember what happened last time?
Second stage
Vehicle continues to follow
look
nominal trajectory.
And there's that call out for nominal trajectory. If you're just now joining us, it's T plus 6 minutes, and we're about 30 seconds away from the first stage entry burn, which will then be followed by the landing burn and landing of the first stage on our landing zone 1 in Cape Canaveral.
Oh, you can see the lights of Titusville, Cocoa.
So you can see on your left-hand screen, this is a view from the first stage. You can see Earth with all the lights lighting up the ground.
Over there,
once that entry burn begins, we should be able to see that light up that screen on the left side.
Stage 1 entry burn startup.
And there it is. Entry burn has started. This burn will last about 20 seconds long. Again, as I mentioned earlier, there's those grid fins that you can see on your left-hand screen near the top of the first stage. That's guiding the vehicle to the landing zone. And there's that shutdown of that entry burn. So we're just about 40 seconds away or so from the landing burn start.
You can see the rough outline of the island.
The landing burn will last about 30 seconds before the vehicle touches down. second stage is still looking nominal. And it is a bit dark since it is nighttime over there in Cape Canaveral,
Stage
but
1, entry
we should
transonic.
be able to get a live view of this landing.
It is a bit windy tonight, so.
Stage 1, landing burn, start up.
And there's that landing burn starting.
Looks pretty good.
Stage 1, landing leg deploy.
Yep, there we go.
And the Falcon has landed for the 50th time in SpaceX history. What an amazing live view all the way to touchdown.
Stage 1, nominal landing confirmed.
What an awesome view of our first stage for the 50th time. Congratulations to the entire SpaceX team for another successful landing. This marks our 50th successful first stage recovery, which is an important part of our commitment to vehicle reusability.
Deploy the Dragon is coming up momentarily.
A lot of excitement as we hit yet another milestone here. There's a big crowd in Mission Control behind me, as you probably could tell. So at this point, second stage is performing nominally. We had an on-time liftoff from Cape Canaveral, and among all the excitement, we did get the call out for a second engine cutoff. So at this point, we're waiting to hear confirmation of good orbit. And we do have that confirmation. So good orbit has been confirmed, and at this point, second stage has one last major task to perform, and that's to command separation of Dragon, which should be happening in less than a minute from now. Actually, hopefully just in a couple of seconds now that I'm looking at the timeline. We should have video here. There we can see a view into the Dragon trunk. That is the unpressurized section. Successfully deploying away from second stage. That unpressurized cargo is stuff that is able to be exposed to the vacuum of space. Everything that cannot endure such an environment, we pack into the pressurized section.
The stuff that's in the trunk usually ends up going on.
So coming up in about 2 minutes, we
station.
should have solar array deployment. As Jesse mentioned previously, Dragon is carrying tons of cargo to the International Space Station on this mission. A small portion of the cargo represents supplies for the astronauts, things like food and clothing. But most of the cargo represents science going up to the space station. The International Space Station serves as the world's leading laboratory for cutting-edge research and technology development that will enable human and robotic exploration of destinations beyond low Earth orbit, including the Moon and even Mars.
Coming up in a few seconds will be the last time we'll ever see this happen. Solar array deploy.
There on your screen we have a view of the second stage. That was the MVAC engine that has been shut down, obviously, as you can see. As Dragon is moving further away from our second stage, keep in mind that this is just the beginning of its 2-day journey to the space station. Like I said, the next big event we'll have is solar array deployment coming up in under a minute. We'll also have guidance navigation control, or GNC, door opening, but unfortunately we won't see the GNC door opening live, but we will be able to catch solar panel deployment, which is what we're waiting to see on the left-hand side of your screen. Right now the solar arrays are compacted, folded up along the side of the Dragon trunk, and that's the view that we see there on the left.
Yeah, this is a view of on the side of the trunk.
As I've mentioned a couple times tonight, this is the final cargo resupply mission to the International Space Station using the first version of our Dragon vehicle. The upgraded version that we're using next has a different trunk design than the one that we're currently looking at. And the new version, there we have visual confirmation of deployment of the solar arrays. As Dragon stretches its wings for the very last time, I'd like to congratulate the SpaceX and NASA teams that have designed, built, tested, and supported this spacecraft over the last decade. Your hard work has paved the way for the first Crew Dragon flight with NASA astronauts later this year.
Primed and Northwesters report ready for firing.
There it is. The end of Dragon 1. Well, not yet.
Dragon is now on its way to the space station. Very exciting day, as you can hear the crowd behind me. Over the next couple of days, Dragon will perform a series of orbital height adjust maneuvers with its Draco engines until it's within a few kilometers of the International Space Station. Then Dragon will establish a communications link with the space station. And then we will perform a series of checks on the vehicle. And when both NASA and SpaceX are ready, we'll initiate a slow approach to the International Space Station, pausing at several checkpoints along the way to ensure crew's safety. When Dragon is within 10 meters of the station, the astronauts aboard will capture Dragon using the station's robotic Canada arm in a process called berthing. Finally, Mission Control in Houston will send commands from the ground to the station's robotic arm to rotate and install Dragon to the Harmony module.
Okay, come on guys, wrap it up.
Dragon will remain at the space station until the beginning of April before returning to Earth with research and return cargo.
We had an on-time liftoff from Cape Canaveral Space Launch Complex 40, a beautiful ascent and return of our first stage for the 50th time, landed back. We landed the Falcon 9 for the 50th time, and as you just saw on your screen, a beautiful stretching of the last solar array deployment of the first version of Dragon. Dragon's arrival, capture, and installation to the space station will be streamed live on March 9th, starting at 5:30 a.m. Eastern on NASA TV. Dragon will spend about 4 weeks attached to the space station before returning to Earth with cargo and research.
That's going to end our live launch coverage, but we'll be posting mission updates on NASA and SpaceX's social media accounts. We want to give a big thanks to the Range and the Federal Aviation Administration for their support today. And finally, thank all of you, the viewers, for joining us for such an exciting mission tonight. Until next time, have a great weekend.
Okay. That'll do it for me as well. And I'll see, let's see, when am I going to stream again? I might try tomorrow night. Not sure. But yeah. Whenever I stream again.